Hello class 10th, hope you all are good. Now in this video we will discuss a new chapter, that is your chapter number 7b, ammonia. Right? Now what is the formula of ammonia? NH3. It is a polar covalent compound and it is a basic gas. That's why it was initially called alkaline air. Now, ammonia gas occurs in free state as well as in combined state. In free state, ammonia occurs in small amount in the atmospheric air and in natural water. In combined state, ammonia occurs in combined state with as a ammonium salt, just like ammonium chloride, ammonium nitrate, ammonium sulfate, ammonium carbonate, and ammoniacal liquor. Right now, this ammoniacal liquor is obtained from destructive distillation of coal. Now, next is your preparation of ammonia. How the ammonia gas is prepared? Ammonia gas can be prepared by heating ammonium salt with alkali. Whenever any ammonium salt heated with alkalis, it always gives you salt, water and ammonia gas. Just we will see the examples. Just all these are what? Ammonium salts. When these ammonium salts react with these alkalis, sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide or calcium hydroxide, they always give salt, water and ammonia gas. Now just look at here. Your ammonium nitrate, when react with sodium hydroxide, it gives you sodium nitrate, water and ammonia gas. Ammonium nitrate, when react with potassium hydroxide, it gives you potassium nitrate, water and ammonia gas. When ammonium nitrate react with calcium hydroxide, it gives you calcium nitrate, water and ammonia gas. Now next salt is your ammonium sulfate. When it react with sodium hydroxide, it gives you sodium sulfate, water and ammonia gas. When ammonium sulfate react with calcium hydroxide, it gives you calcium sulfate, water and ammonia gas. When ammonium salt react with potassium hydroxide, it gives you potassium sulfate, water and ammonia gas. Ammonium carbonate is now another salt of ammonia. When react with sodium hydroxide, it gives you sodium carbonate, water and ammonia gas. When ammonium carbonate react with potassium hydroxide, it gives you potassium carbonate, water and ammonia gas. Right? And when ammonium carbonate react with calcium hydroxide, it gives you calcium carbonate, water and ammonia gas. Now next salt is your ammonium chloride. When react with sodium hydroxide, it gives you sodium chloride, water and ammonia. Another ammonium chloride, when react with KOH, it gives you potassium chloride, water and ammonia. Now the last is your ammonium chloride. When react with calcium hydroxide, ammonium chloride is also called what? Sal ammoniacal, and calcium hydroxide is also called slacked lime. When they react, when they are heated, they give calcium chloride, water and ammonia gas. And this reaction we use in the laboratory for the preparation of ammonia gas. Okay, let's see the laboratory preparation of ammonia. Right now, look at here. Okay, just see in this round bottom flask, we will take this sal ammoniac, that is your ammonium chloride, and alkali. Which alkali? Calcium hydroxide is taken, which is also called slacked lime. When it is heated, then the salt, which salt is formed? Calcium chloride, and water and ammonia gas is produced. Now salt is remain in the round bottom flask, and water vapors and ammonia gas through this delivery tube reach to drying tower. First it reached to drying tower. Why? Because to remove the water vapors or to dry the gas. Then it is collected by Which method? Upward or downward? It is downward displacement of air. It means the gas is heavier than air or lighter than air. It is lighter than air or heavier than air. What do you say? It is lighter than air and highly soluble in water. Right? Now look at the reaction. What are your reactant? Your reactants are ammonium chloride and calcium hydroxide. Okay, the reactants are always taken in a 2:3 ratio. Why 2:3 ratio? Because actually 2 part is your ammonium chloride and 3 part is your calcium hydroxide. Why they are taken in 2:3 ratio? Because if that is what you will take. You will take more calcium hydroxide taken to avoid loss of ammonium chloride due to sublimation. Actually, this ammonium chloride is a sublimable solid, right? And if you will take less calcium hydroxide, then this ammonium chloride, it will sublimable. So what do you mean by sublimable substance? The substance which directly change from solid state to gaseous state, right? So to avoid this loss of ammonium chloride due to sublimation, we take more calcium hydroxide. And now next is your why you will take calcium hydroxide as a reactant. You can take sodium hydroxide also, or you can take potassium hydroxide also. But in laboratory preparation, we use only calcium hydroxide. Why? Because it is cheap and not deliquescent like other alkalis. Because sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide, they are deliquescent. What are deliquescent? The substance which, when exposed to the atmosphere, they absorb moisture and change into solution. Okay, now next is your in laboratory preparation, you can take ammonium chloride or any other salt, but you will not take ammonium nitrate. Ammonium nitrate is not taken in the laboratory as a reactant. Why? Because it is explosive in nature and decomposes, giving nitrous oxide and water vapor. Right? Now next is your when you are preparing this ammonia gas, just you will see that this round bottom flask is kept in an inclined position, not in a straight position. You can keep it in a straight position also, but you will not keep it in a straight position. It is kept inclined position. Why? So that the all of you know, in this reaction what's happened, water vapors are also produced along with the gas. So what's happened, if the round bottom flask is in inclined position, then the water vapors which are formed, they may not trickle back and crack the hot flask, right? If suppose it is kept straight, then what's happened, these water vapors, they can fall back, and because this flask is hot, because you are heating it, so these water vapors when fall on this flask, it may crack. So to avoid this, we arrange this round bottom flask in a inclined position. Right? Now next is the drying agent used. Which drying agent we use? Quicklime, because it does not because quicklime is a basic in nature, so it does not react with basic ammonia gas. Next, which drying agent is not used? Concentrated sulfuric acid and phosphorus pentaoxide are not used, as they react with ammonia gas and form respective salts like ammonium sulfate and ammonium phosphate. Now how you will collect the gas? The gas is collected by downward displacement of air, because it is lighter than air and extremely soluble in water. How you will identify the gas? A glass rod dipped in concentrated HCl acid is brought near the mouth of the jar, and dense white fumes of ammonium chloride is formed. In this way you can identify the gas. Thank you, children.